Hello, my name is Winston Wellington. I'm chairman of Negril International Hospital, also chairman of NEAT. NEAT is Negril Education Environment Trust, located in Negril, Jamaica. This weekend I'm in New York to receive a lifetime award for the services that I've done for Jamaica and from here in the United States. It's from the Neighborhood Technical Clinic Association. One of the most important things that I would like to address is the idea of the Negril International Hospital, which is so badly needed in Jamaica. As we know, health tourism has taken off around the world, and health tourism is something that we'd like to bring to Jamaica. Many people in the United States are traveling all the way to India and Thailand to get their health taken care of. Negril, a tourist destination without a hospital, to me is a crime. So we've been living without a hospital for many years. I've seen too many people lost their lives between Negril and the nearest hospital, which is Savile Lamar, and it's almost an hour to get there. Out of that stemmed the idea of me working with Caribbean Medical Mission and other medical missions that come to Jamaica and do free medication across the island, end up in Negril, where we take over the clinic and we do free medication for the people in the Negril area. However, I've seen so many people lost their lives unnecessarily because we don't have an ambulance. Ambulances take 2 hours to get there, and by the time the ambulance is able to get someone to the hospital, they've lost their lives. So I've found a way of integrating, taking care of the tourists as well as taking care of the local through the integrated system of bringing these medical groups that normally come to Jamaica and do free medication across the island, and working that alongside with the medical tourism, in which we have over 100 doctors who normally come to Jamaica at their convenience and take care of the locals. Well, we have put that together and come up with a plan in which we are able to bring health tourism to Jamaica. And what we've put together is the professors from the United States and Jamaica working together to make this happen for our country. I have been living in Negril for the last 20 years, and over those 20 years I've seen too many people who have lost their lives unnecessarily. Even in front of our hotel, Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, I've seen at least 5 or 6 people who have lost their lives because there's no ambulances whenever someone meets in an accident. And over the course of the years, I'd say more than 25 that I know of personally in that area who have lost their lives unnecessarily because there are no ambulances and the hospital is so far away. Hence the idea of putting this coalition together of approximately 15 executives, including professors from the United States and from Jamaica, to make this happen for our island. And what we have in mind is to put together a heliport, we're looking for a location rather, through the UDC, through the government, to get this land to build this international hospital. And the international hospital will house a heliport, organic farms, doctors training, nurses training, convalescence home, dialysis center, the whole works. We'll be creating jobs for over 2,000 persons. We'll be doubling tourists for the country, and more than anything else, we'll be saving lives. So that's what we were trying to go, and we have everything in place to make this happen. We have the World Bank, who called me in some 3 months ago, and they are willing to finance up to 25% of this project. We have American Management Group out of Harvard University. They will build and run the hospital for us for 10 years. UDC has took us and showed us a parcel of land which we believe would be the best location to have this hospital, which is within 5 minutes of downtown Negril. And we've put our application in for this land. For the last 3 months we've been sitting and waiting, and we have yet to get an endorsement. We have gotten the endorsement, have yet to have any movements on this land for the hospital. And we believe that Jamaica needs this. It will improve the economy, and like I said to you, we have everything in place, including JAMPRO, who will give us 10 years tax-free. All our equipment come into the country free of tariffs, and everything in place excepting we do not have possession of a parcel of land which we've asked UDC for, and we're sitting waiting for the last 3 months and have yet to get the okay on that. If I get the okay on the land, I would have this hospital built and ready to roll by 2015. Well, our lead professor is Professor Winston Davison from UTech, and he's a foremost person on telemedicine on the island, and he's our lead professor. And he has written a 219-page document on health from the inception in Jamaica. He knows this inside out, and he is the person who is going to make the decisions on what we treat best. Of course, it's the ones you've mentioned: diabetes, heart disease, and so forth, are some of the main things that will be taken in consideration. Our Prime Minister is very passionate about the Children's Hospital, and so are we. So there will be a children's wing of our hospital. And one of the things that we'd like to do is take over the clinic in Negril and use it as our trauma center, and at the same time use Up the Beach, which is 5 minutes from downtown Negril, to be our wellness center, in which we have these organic farms that will be utilizing some of the local farmers. We're not putting anyone out of business. We're coming in with a very, very friendly way of doing business with everyone, not to alienate any of the local doctors or anything like that, in a very friendly form, one that's conducive to the island and conducive to everyone who is going to make a difference on the island in healthcare. UDC has they drove down from Kingston, and they showed us a parcel of land some 5 minutes outside of Negril, and we believe this is a great location for the health wellness center. And if they would just grant a portion of that land to us, we don't need all of it, we'd be more than happy to begin there and show them that this is something viable and this is good for the country and it's good for everyone. It's a win-win situation. I have many doctors from around the world who have called me up and say they'd like to come back and volunteer to do whatever work it takes to get this thing off the ground. And the support has been overwhelming, and I've yet to begin to advertise for help yet, and it's gone off so well. And like I say, the only missing ingredient is a parcel of land to make this happen. Well, our email is at negrilhospital.org is one of our email addresses, or if not, neetja.com. Those are two websites rather. And our email address is education@neetja.com, and that's where our education program began that allow us to do the things that we're doing. As you know, over the years we have built some 17 libraries. We have given away more than 4 million books right across the nation. We have graduated over 2,000 persons from computer classes, including over 100 police officers, over 100 teachers from computer classes. We have computer repair classes where we bring the youngsters off the streets and teach them to build a computer from scratch. This is the background that has brought us to where we are. What we're trying to do is create also within our education program a thing called a cultural revolution, in which we offset the damage that Hollywood has done to the minds of our children. As we know, every computer that we give out has the Bible, the national anthem, the pledge, and encyclopedia. And quite recently we have adopted Khan's Academy, a revolutionary way of teaching maths and science. And we are working on a program we're going to teach through the software programs, healthcare, anger management, proper parenthood, all of the above stuff that the first world children are exposed to, that many of our children in Jamaica are not. So we intend to use that to create that cultural revolution in which we offset the damage that Hollywood and the so-called bad rap music has done to the minds of our children. Hey, all of New Yorkers, I am glad to be here, and I'm very pleased, and I'm saying, what's up, New York? It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for listening to me, and please join us. We also have a thing called associate membership for our organization, and if you go to the website, it's under $50 a year to become an associate member of either NEAT or the Negril International Hospital, and you can pay through PayPal, and that's how we get the administrative money to do the things that we're doing. We also have pledge members for the hospital. $1,000 pledge will get your name on the hospital forever. In bronze. In silver, it's $5,000. Your name will be there. In gold, it will be $10,000. Your name will be there in gold as well. Platinum if you build a wing of the hospital. And we're open, even just an advice. Everyone should get involved, because we don't claim to know it all, and we're doing this for our country. It's a non-profit organization that we're working through, and we invite everyone to come aboard and make this happen for our country.